Hello, I'm Rita Verde, your Arts Consortium Board President, and I'd like to welcome you to our February 2023 membership meeting. We like to make sure that we give you some announcements before we begin our meeting, and a couple of those are: one is our Artist Master List. We invite you to look at that and find out what wonderful artists we have in this community. If you are an artist and would like to be part of that master list, we invite you also to look us up at www.artsconsortium.org. You can place your information there in terms of your name, your contact information, your medium, and it could result in a commission for you. The other announcement is that we'd like to invite you to become a member of the Arts Consortium. There are many wonderful things that are happening with the Arts Consortium. There are weekly announcements, monthly and annual events that take place, and that's a good place to find out about them. So again, look us up on the website. I'd like to thank all of those who participated in First Friday. We have the Creative Center, the Brandon Mitchell Art Gallery, we have Cafe 210. And speaking of Cafe 210, I was very impressed with the Poetry Out Loud participants. There's some wonderful, wonderful students that gave some excellent renditions of their poetry, and some were stories they had written about themselves, and the way that they presented them were very polished and professional, and again, I was very impressed. So thank you to the Tulare County Office of Education and the Arts Consortium partnership on that, because that one was absolutely wonderful. The other announcement that I would like to give you is that we had Patricia Torres, a bookkeeper. She was a wonderful resource for us, and she accepted a full-time position with her previous employer. So we're wishing her well. We're going to miss her very much because she was absolutely an incredible asset to our organization, helped us keep our finances all in order. And speaking of that, the bookkeeper position, we'd like to welcome aboard Amanda Georgiev. She's the new bookkeeper, and we'd like to invite you to come and welcome her to the Arts Consortium. And so thank you, Amanda, and we appreciate you accepting the position with us, and we look forward to a partnership with you. Also, we have a great presenter, so please stay tuned. Marina Rojas, who is our executive director for the Sequoia Symphony. She'll be telling you about all the wonderful things that are happening with the symphony. And by the way, we are so fortunate to have this symphony right here in our town. Very talented performers. I've attended many of their concerts, and they are absolutely wonderful. I am so proud of our community of Visalia to have this symphony here in our town. The other thing is our executive director, Pelio Mejia, will be telling you about all the fantastic happenings and events and things that we participate in as an Arts Consortium. Very impressive. So thank you so much to Ampelio for keeping us on the path to bringing in all kinds of artist work and artist events, artist information. Thank you, Ampelio. I'd like to invite you to return to us in March for our March membership meeting. And I thank you so much for your attention and tuning us in. We really appreciate that, because it takes a lot of work to do these little videos, to get our presenters. They take the time to present, and I'd like to make sure that we give them our time and attention. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its hope. The weary soul rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, holy night, when Christ was born. Oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, holy night, the stars were brightly shining.
Hi everyone, my name is Marina Rojas. I'm the Executive Director for the Sequoia Symphony Orchestra. I am fairly new with the orchestra. Joshua Banda was our previous Executive Director, and he recently moved on to a new position in Idaho with his family, and I came on in early December of 22, so I'm a whole 3 months old, and I'm very excited about this opportunity. The Symphony is a spectacular organization, and the fact that it gets to reach so many people all year long through concerts or community involvement really means a lot to me. I've been grown up hearing about the symphony for a long time. I wasn't able to attend my first symphony until I was probably 22 years old, and which wasn't too long ago, I will say. That was not too long ago. And I loved it. I loved going in there and feeling this sense of community and experiencing symphonic music live for the first time. My idea of symphony going was things I had seen in TV and movies. I thought, oh, it's very, very, uptight, and it's very dressy, and it's very formal, and that's not the case, it turns out. The Sequoia Symphony Orchestra atmosphere is welcoming for everyone. It is a place where anyone in our community can come together and enjoy this amazing form of music and just be taken away for a few hours. It's a great full circle moment for me, personally and professionally, to be able to go to a place and enjoy the music and enjoy the experience as a patron, all the way to now being head of the organization that I was able to enjoy from the outside looking in, is a unique feeling. It's a little nerve-wracking, but it's exciting to see how all of this magic is made, to see the hard work that goes behind a 2-hour concert. Takes months of preparation. It's the musicians getting the music. It's booking musicians. It's figuring out the tone of the night, the music that needs to be played. And it's a wonderful experience to be a part of it on this side of it. If you've never heard of the symphony, which is something that happens actually quite often as I've been meeting people in our community, they've just been like, we have a symphony? Well, okay, so do I have to be like stuffy and do I have to wear a tuxedo and a ball gown? And no, the question is you absolutely do not. Wear whatever you want within reason, is what I tell everybody. This is a place where our community gathers and unifies for 2 hours, like I say. It None of the things from the outside world matter when you're in that experience. We all are experiencing this music mostly for the first time. Some people, a percentage of people may know this music already, especially if it's the classical things. But don't be intimidated by that. If you don't know classical music, that's totally fine. I got hired to help make a difference and to keep pushing the momentum forward with this organization and to show that it is for everyone. It's for you. You are more than welcome to be there with us every single concert. And trust me, the first time you go, you are going to be hooked. We have so many people that went from, I had no idea the symphony existed around here, to now, after the concert's over, they go, can I buy tickets now for my next concert? And that's such a great feeling, and it's so exciting. And I just look forward to people experiencing it more and more for the first time. The goal of the symphony is to make sure that the symphonic experience is reached to all in our community. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you do for a living, how much money you make. This is for you. Music is for you. And the goal of this organization over the last 60 years is to unify this community for one night, even if it's just one night at a concert, and we can just enjoy this beautiful music. Some of it's new. We do perform some new pieces, but a lot of the times it is some of the classics. Or it's a movie night, and you can watch Indiana Jones on the big screen with a full symphony underneath performing. And that falls directly in line with what the goals of our organization is. Now, my personal goals for the Sequoia Symphony Orchestra don't really stray too far off. I want to take the symphony to new places that it hasn't been before, especially locations here in the Valley. We are based, our home base is in Visalia. Our office is on Main Street in downtown Visalia, but really the whole Central Valley is our home. We have musicians from all over Tulare County, Fresno, Kern, Kings County, and even out of state we have some of our musicians coming in. And it's truly a tapestry and a reflection of what our community is. There's teachers, there's doctors, there's lawyers, there's chiropractors, there's your neighbors, your cousins, your friends are involved in this. And it's amazing. It's a true reflection of the community that we are in. And so I want to make sure people understand that when they come to our symphony. I want them to have a good time. I want them to relax and have fun and take in the wondrous experience that is the Sequoia Symphony Orchestra. Our main season is usually 7 concerts. Now, the 7 concerts used to just be your standard classical concerts of, okay, we're performing Tchaikovsky or Mozart or Beethoven or Gershwin, if we're going into the world of jazz and things like that. We've recently added in the last few years our movie nights, which are, this last season we showed E.T. and we also showed Home Alone. So that kind of helps ease people into the idea of what the symphony is. You get to watch a movie, and instead of just hearing the score through, a speaker, you're hearing it from all the instruments that make those movie scores happen. And that's really exciting. Those are all demographics we see at our movie nights. Our classic nights, we usually see a little bit of an older demographic, but even then we still have students that like to attend, music students who are learning the very instruments that are being played on stage. As far as anything for younger students, we're really excited to be bringing back our Link Up program. It's something that's done through Carnegie Hall, and what they do is they generate about 4 levels of music genres. So they talk about symphonic music, jazz, rock and roll, and rhythm and blues. And the schools that decide to implement the Link Up program, they get all this great music, they get all these great resources for free. The only thing the schools are responsible for are buying recorders, which hopefully, if all the budgets sound as good as they are for our state this year, it's going to be pretty easy for a lot of these schools to do that. And they'll spend all year long learning these songs on their recorders, and it accumulates to a one-day concert experience. It'll be at the Visalia Fox, and the kids will bring their recorders with them, and they get to play alongside the symphony, which is so exciting and such a rare opportunity. And we're so excited about implementing this in the new year. We're working with the Tulare County Office of Education. Kate Stover, I want to give her a shout out. She's been a wonderful partner of ours, and she has the same passion we do, which is to see this symphonic experience continue, not just for current generations or even past, but for the future, and showing these kids the appreciation of that music. And it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a lot of work, but we're really, really looking forward to it. So we have 3 concerts remaining in our 22-23 season. We have March 11th, which is water music, which is music that's based all about the movement of water. It's going to take you from the ocean to the fountains of Rome to dancing in the moonlight. And we are so thrilled and excited for this program. It's going to be very unique and passionate and exciting, and just everything that I don't think people are expecting when they hear the title of this concert. And that's going to be Saturday, March 11th at 7:30 p.m. And at all our concerts, if you get there early enough at 6:45, Bruce Kingsley, our music director, actually goes out early onto the stage and has a chat with the audience. He'll talk to you about what the music means, who these artists are, why he selected these pieces of music. And it kind of is a good appetizer before the main course of experiencing the symphony. So a lot of people who haven't experienced it for the first time love being there for the chat. And I promise you, Bruce is so passionate and exciting and exuberant about everything he talks about when it comes to music. So you will definitely be entertained even before the concert even begins. Arts and music go hand in hand, and I think that goes without saying for the most part. There are amazing works of art that have been painted or sculpted or molded because they heard a song or they heard a movement of music that just made them act out in this wonderful way and produce this phenomenal piece of art that still stands to this day or is still hung on walls to this day via prints or the original or whatever. And then likewise, you have musicians who see a Van Gogh, or they've seen a Picasso, or they've seen a live artist in action, and the way the artist moves their brush or moves the clay or chips something out, it moves them to the extent of writing music. So it's happened for billions of years. Both have always worked together in harmony, and we just happen to represent the music side of the art scene. And we love and appreciate those other sides of the arts as well. And we look forward to hopefully building some more partnerships to where we can show the community, okay, you love this part of art. Have you looked at what it has enhanced or what it's influenced on the other side of it? So as time goes by, that's another personal goal of mine, is to, just as much as I'm asking everyone to learn more about symphonic, I want to learn more about art. I want to learn more about all of these different art forms that have been influenced by the music that our orchestra plays. I think everyone thinks you have to like art more than you like music, or you have to like music more than you like art, or you have to understand both equally in order to be truly cultured. And that isn't the case at all. We're always going to lean heavily more towards one side than the other. It's just a matter of making sure we remain open to learning more about the things that we may not know or be comfortable with. I am, in my current role, I am kind of stepping out of the box. Like I've mentioned, I'm not a classical music aficionado by any means, but I was raised on all forms of music, and I was taught to appreciate things that I may not know all the way about, I may not be comfortable with. So just as much as I'm asking my audience to trust us and to learn more, I'm doing the same thing. I'm right next to you guys learning more about this amazing music. I may not be able to know who wrote it, but I know how it makes me feel. I know the transformative power that music holds. And it's just palpable in the atmosphere at times when a song is playing. And this happened just this last weekend. We had Tchaikovsky's Last Note was our last concert. And you could feel the shift in the atmosphere of almost 900 people in the Visalia Fox Theater being taken on this ride, and this music that was passionate and mystical, and you could feel people moving. And we had comments afterwards where people were like, I was dancing in my seat by the end of the night. And I got an email recently from someone who just said, I needed this. This was the tonic that my soul needed, was the way she ended the email. And it's just so exciting because it means we're spot on. We're doing what we're supposed to do. We're moving things around. And even though we may not see the immediate reaction of music or the impact that it has, it's undeniable that it's there.
And how can our community help the symphony be more successful?
Tell people about us. Even if you're not able to attend a concert, share our event on Facebook, share our website, sequoiasymphonyorchestra.com with people, buy tickets. If you can't buy tickets, maybe you just want to spread the word, or maybe you want to volunteer. You want to come and help usher people to their seats one night. If you're a local business and you're looking for a different way to promote your business and you want to support a form of the arts, please reach out to me. My email is marina@sequoiasymphonyorchestra.com, or you can even reach out on our website. I'll get that message too. And there's many ways. Partnership means different things to different people. Some people just sharing a Facebook post is a form of a partnership. Buying tickets is a form of a partnership. Sponsoring a concert or buying dinner one night for our musicians. They literally call themselves starving artists for a reason, you guys. they love snacks. So if you want to donate snacks for a rehearsal one night on behalf of your business or you personally, we take that as well. We want to honor every form of partnership that our community can provide, whether it's monetary or your time. So there's definitely different ways you can be involved. We have different levels of ticket prices. From $50 is pretty much the higher range of a ticket, all the way down to $10. $10, that is for any student of any grade or level. So we're talking all the way from grade school through college. And you don't have to just be attending COS. You can be a Fresno State student, a UC Davis student. You have an active student membership ID, you are more than welcome to just buy a $10 ticket. And age also doesn't matter. I mean, hey, I was well past 18 when I was still in college. I was going to school for a while. So there's no age gap when it comes to students. As long as you have an active student ID, you're fine. The lowest general ticket it goes to is $35. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, it's kind of a lot. Well, I can explain why the tickets are that much. We rent our music. We don't own our music. So just like there are copyright logos, Nike, McDonald's, whoever, we play music that is owned by somebody else. So that's another way we even get to support other artists. We're telling these artists, hey, we love your music. We'd love to perform it. How much to rent it? So we rent or we get the rights to certain music to perform. We also have a beautiful venue, the Visalia Fox Theater, that we get to have these concerts at. And that does cost money. The Fox charges us for things. And understandably so. We would never go somewhere assuming that we're just going to get it for free because we're a nonprofit too. The Fox is a nonprofit as well. So that's another place that we get to support local arts. So all of that ticket money is literally going back into the hands of artists, our musicians, and even our historic venue that we get to be at, and as well as operational costs as well. Like I mentioned, we are a nonprofit, and ticket sales only do about 30% of our annual income. The rest of it, we definitely rely on grants and the generous donations of donors. We really will take all forms of support from our community. Like I said, we love volunteers. If you want to volunteer and usher at a concert, hey, that's a great way to serve, and you also get the benefit of sticking around for the concert. We don't kick you out once you're done. Sometimes we host raffles, so we need people to help us run raffles. We do gift baskets, things like that. We did a wine raffle at our last concert. We're going to do something similar, but a little different at our next one. And we also are looking for some business sponsors. So if, like I said, if you're a local business, you're looking for a new, unique way to reach a diverse audience, this is definitely a space for you. And we offer obviously some incentives that come along with that. We promote you on our social media channels, our website, our digital playbill. We have some televisions in the lobby that we have rotating screens on. So really, whatever you're interested in, just message me. I'm totally open to a conversation and figuring out ways we can partner together. I appreciate the time for everyone watching, whether it's one person or 5 people watching. This is great. I want to thank everyone here at the Arts Consortium. This has been so much fun, and I look forward to meeting you, getting to know you more, and to help we can both further each other along this wonderful journey. So I've been talking to Ampelio about different things, so we'll see what ideas spring forward in the new season, or maybe even in the current one. So thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it so much.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Arts Consortium's membership meeting for February 2023. My name is Ampelio Mejia Perez. I'm the Executive Director of the Arts Consortium, your Tulare County Arts Council. Because you're watching this video, you get a preview to everything that's coming up that is going to be right in the near future. And so the Ivanhoe Library is looking for a mural, approximately 7 feet by 30 feet along their west-facing wall, and they also want to extend some of that art into the surrounding area of their main doorway. We're partnering with the Tulare County General Services Agency in order to bring this together, and the project looks to offer a $15,000 budget for this. We'll be putting an official call out by the end of the month. The Government Plaza and Board of Supervisors shows are about to turn over as well. We'll be rotating them soon for another 5-year installation, so you can show your work in some of the most active county-owned spaces in Tulare County. We'll be calling for digital submissions in the coming weeks as well. The California Arts Council has begun its Artist Fellowship program, and we've partnered with SV Creates of San Jose and the Fresno Arts Council in order to bring this information to you. The application process is still under construction, but it looks like there's going to be approximately 10 $5,000 fellowships, about 5 $10,000 fellowships, and about 3 $50,000 fellowships for the Central California and Central Coast region. So again, we'll bring a lot more details to you, but you do want to start considering your career and how you might describe it to those grant makers. This fellowship is made to help artists continue their work. This is for different level of artists. The lower end awards are for newer and emerging artists, and then the middle of the road are kind of for established artists, whereas the high $50,000 awards are for long-term artists who have been doing this for 10 years or more. That's very exciting. That's super exciting, and more details to come. We're reworking the City of Visalia's art grant program to be more inclusive and more accessible to our local artists and arts organizations. We appreciate your patience on this. I know this is one of the few resources that we actually have, and it's been in flux a lot. We really appreciate your patience. We appreciate to all the award winners who have helped us continue this project and continue this program. Without you, it wouldn't even be worth it. So thank you for applying, and we'll keep you updated on how that goes. We want to thank. So we've partnered with the Tulare County Office of Education. The Tulare County Office of Education has been working super hard, namely Kate Stover and Carolyn Kuntz. Everybody remembers Carolyn. You may remember them both. They've been very active with the Arts Consortium, and we owe a lot to them. And now they have been working really hard on this program to bring artists back into our local schools. It's called the Quail Artist Program, and we had been looking for artists who wanted to share their skills with grade school and high school aged youth in Tulare County, and we have a great selection of artists. So I just wanted to thank and congratulate each one of the participating artists, starting with Tony Best, Justin Landers, Andrew Turner, Mary Miller-Gass, Robert Lino, and Fabiola Javier. Thank you all so much. We're really excited to see this project through. Self-Help Enterprises construction for the new building at the 300 block of Oak and Garden is going really well. They believe that we may be moved in there in about August of this year. So August 2023, the Arts Consortium returns to the 300 block of Oak Avenue in downtown Visalia. We look forward to seeing you there. The Self-Help Mural Artist Advisory Committee got together last Friday, and we were not able to determine winners for the 2 murals. We had a great conversation about the submissions, a lot to think about, and we'll have to keep you posted on the selection process. But we do want to thank Self-Help for all of the work that they're doing. We want to thank all the partnering organizations who accepted our invitation to come out and be part of the Art Advisory Committee meeting. We want to send out a special thanks to Matthew Rangel, who took it upon himself to educate our panel in regards to the form and content of the work. So thanks, Matt. You really moved the conversation along. We appreciate you. And we want to take a moment to really thank the Self-Help Enterprises team in general. They do Really, really amazing work. If you didn't know, their organization does water reclamation projects, construction projects, housing projects. And so we really want to send a special thanks. And if you have any time, check them out at selfhelpenterprises.org. We want to thank all of the venues who participated in First Friday. Super exciting. I was unable to get around this time because we had our county's Poetry Out Loud finals. And so I was there all evening. And I want to thank all of the participating artists who came out to read poetry and all the artists who wrote their own poetry. And congratulations to the Poetry Out Loud contestants for first place, the winner of $1,000. And in second place, the winner of $500. This year, for the first time, Tulare County ran its original Poet's Own Voice contest, where our participants were able to write their own poetry. So in first place, earning the title of Tulare County's first Poet Laureate for her overall amazing performance, and the winner of $1,000 is Audrey Reyes. And runner-up with a delightful collection of self-authored poems and winner of $500, Riley Brantley. Thank you, Audrey and Riley, for helping us pilot this contest, and we congratulate you for all of your effort, all of your work, and your success. The My Voice Media Center is active as always. This is a fantastic February. We are, last month, we're coming off of January, but last month we had our No Stigma Speakers Bureau present at the Visalia Wellness Center, who are one of our partners in Tulare County, and we hadn't really delivered any presentations there. And it was surprising that they were a little bit shy with our presenters at first, and it took them a moment to really settle down and relax and become part of the conversation. But once they did, it was a really, really lovely time. So thank you, Visalia Wellness Center participants and staff, for having us there. Thank you, Buddy Jones, for your woodworking workshop at the My Voice Media Center. All of our participants had a great time, and everyone treasured the work that they ended up with after your session. Thanks for coming out. We are excited to announce that we have a new session called Art and Feelings, and it's led by our facilitator, Mary Miller-Gass. We started out talking about illustrations, and she came up with the idea, what if we talk about the way that illustrators in particular, she happens to be an illustrator, use different shapes or colors to create a feeling. So their first session had to do with exploring how shapes actually affect feelings. And for example, how monsters usually have some kind of sharp angled, maybe triangle style forms, whereas the fun, cute characters are usually round and have soft edges. And so they're exploring that, and we're very excited to see the art that comes out from that session. Welcome, Mary. And if you haven't noticed, we've been including the updates in our newsletter for the My Voice Media Center. So we want to thank Hope K, and we want to thank Hope K, our project coordinator, and Caitlin Smith, our graphic designer, for all their work helping us keep you informed about not only the Arts Consortium, but also the My Voice Media Center. So thanks, team. I think that's it for today. Thank you very, very much for watching. We appreciate you. We need your feedback. Please leave a comment. Please leave a like. Please help us spread our message and help the Arts Consortium grow. I think that's going to be the only way that we continue forward, and we hope that you'll join us. Thank you all very much, and have a lovely day.
There's a light